All right, chat. I'm not sure if y'all remember, because this was a while ago, right? But we watched the video, Do All Porn Stars Think the Same? Remember that? Remember that video, like, almost a month ago that we watched? And, like, all of them were, like, porn stars, and, like, they, like, yeah. Okay, cool. This is 3 years later. This is 3 years later. No. No. I don't think you were here. No, I wasn't there. Damn, that sucks. But we watched this. The first part, at least. This is 3 years later. Let's see. Let's see.
In the industry, I was engaged to somebody in the industry, and sometimes what it does to people, it actually can scar you.
Has anything changed since 3 years ago?
Oh, wow. Wow. Yeah, this is cool. This is gonna be really cool to see. He still looks sad, yeah. Oh, some of them are missing. That sucks.
Sex is sacred. 3, 2, 1, go.
I like that they are showing the previous and now to see where their opinion has changed. So she said somewhat agree last time, but now she says somewhat disagree. And Grandpa over here has flipped too.
I believe everybody has the opportunity to choose what kind of sex they will have, how they want to have sex, when they want to have sex, why they want to have sex. But then there's times I just want to be a dirty pig and just go out and do whatever I want, and that's not sacred.
I do think it can be, and I also think it cannot be. The connection, I think, is very important. So it can be, if you're connected to that person that way, it could be very sacred. Or else you can just have sex without any emotions and just a more physical, awesome space.
People don't really.
Okay, so he's in the same space that he was.
Donnie Sins. When I'm at home, I'm normal me. So when I have sex at home, there's like a connection, there's love, there's all that other stuff.
There's also not like a ring light and a camera directly in your face.
Open up. Let me see like the penetration. You're not being told that at home. You're just going with the flow.
Buck and I were actually talking about this earlier, but a lot of people, they're able to separate sex and emotions and like feelings. So it's not always sacred in the way that people think.
True.
For me, in my brain, I register it the same as like, oh, I went and worked out at the gym with my friend. But the workout just happened to be sex.
My family.
I think for me in my brain, I register it the same as like, oh, I went and worked out at the gym with my friend. But the workout just happened to be sex.
Wait, Johnny Sins? He's my doctor, my dentist, and my stepbrother? I think you might want to have a talk with your mother. And your stepsister. And your sister. And any sort of female that lives in your house or is around you. Wait, why? Nothing, bro. Nothing. Don't worry about it.
My family approves of what I do for a living.
I'm getting ripped tonight? Huh? What you mean by that? How you gonna say that while we talk?
Sex.
My family approves of what I do for a living. 3, 2, 1, go.
They're not all for it.
Ooh.
They still want me to go back to college. They found out the first day that my first scene came out. My mom, she called me and she was upset. And then like a week after that, she was like, you know, I love you and like you're still welcome to come home. But they had my back.
All of my family members, they have went to college, Ivy League schools, and I'm the only one that chose to become a sex worker. It was always an awkward conversation until I completely retired from doing in-person sex work. That tension is still there, but they are happy that I'm not performing or meeting up with anyone in person. So they're comfortable with me just being an online performer.
They're happy
she
that
buff
I'm
as hell.
safe and I'm healthy and I have a income coming in. Before the industry, I used to, I'm an addict. I'm sober now, but like I used to get in a lot of trouble. I was living on the street, it was a whole thing. And then the industry helped me create a safe space for myself and also do a lot of work on my mental health. They would prefer if I did something else, but they're not going to hate me for doing it.
It is hard for me to
Her name's Kinsley? I think so. It is hard for me to find a relationship because of my job. I would imagine so, but at the same time, I feel like it's easier too, for research purpose.
find a relationship
But you not gay.
because of my job. 3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah, my boy. The Colossal Titan's forehead is smaller. The Colossal Titan is smaller than that forehead. Jesus Christ. Get off her, bro.
Donnie, let's start with you. Has anything
It's for Michael.
changed
Surely,
since 3
Deja.
years ago for you
Surely.
relationship-wise?
I was engaged to somebody in the industry, and sometimes porn can destroy, relationships, and can destroy people, because
Oh man, I feel so bad for him, bro.
I don't have her anymore. And honestly, I don't know if I ever will, because sometimes what it does to people, it mentally can scar you. I'm still single. Having sex with other people, to most people, is just like not a normal thing. Like, I'm going to work and I'm going to go have sex with somebody. As far as relationships, I feel like the only thing that has really changed is I've accepted that. Some people just, it always starts off good, and then after a while, they just feel a certain type of way, so.
I'll read off some popular search terms and
Deja's bi. She's just in denial. Facts. She is. Shit, I'll date that guy. Okay. Nobody asked.
then you'll decide if it's
No.
problematic or not problematic.
Oh my god.
Axe to mouth. 3,
Wait, did she just say yes? That's crazy because I remember during D&D, I think, you're like, nah, I ain't bi, bro. Nah, I'm not bi, bro. I just, you know what I mean? Okay, buddy. Alright, y'all, chat. What y'all think? Problematic or not problematic? Ass to mouth. Again, guess their porn tags? That's so hard. How am I supposed to guess a porn tag? Like, do you want me to sit here and be like Kingsley the Great or some shit? I don't know what you want. I don't know what you want from me. Bro says tsunami. Now, you know what I mean?
two, 1.
Answer the question, chat. Is it problematic or not? Okay? Is the search term
Axe to mouth.
y'all watch this? Ass to mouth? This what y'all watch? Yes? What's yes? Problematic or not problematic? Y E S.
3, 2, 1, go.
Porn is fantasy, people. Porn is fantasy. Is it problematic to use ass to mouth? Well, it depends on what you mean by problematic. Yeah, if someone does it without having a clean before they do it, well, they're gonna learn the hard way.
So I think it's somewhat problematic because people want to do that, but like you need to prepare correctly because on movie sets, they are cleaning themselves out completely
How do people clean themselves?
with an enema.
With an enema.
MILF.
Chat. Is the term MILF and searching the term MILF, is that problematic or not? Nah. I have to agree.
3, 2, 1, go.
MILF to me is an empowerment term. It's, you know, we have a lot of ageism
You like to fuck moms, so what?
within our industry as well as a lot of other industries. It's not problematic because it's basically saying that that lady who happens to be a mom is super hot and I'd like to fuck her.
I just feel bad sometimes because you'll get the girl and you're like, oh, you're the MILF today? And she'll be like, yeah, but I'm 25.
Just like younger than you.
Damn.
Put some makeup on her that made her look older and put a dress on her.
Teen.
That's a thing? They like... They like get this like 20-year-old and like put like makeup on her to make her look older. That is crazy. That's wild. Some of them be looking like they're 20 and they like 40. True. Okay. Y'all. The term teen. Is this problematic? Cause I'm gonna have to say it kind of is, bro, because when you think of a teen, I don't think of like 18, 19. I think of 14. Like the young teens. Like I don't think of an 18-year-old or a 19-year-old. It's kind of weird.
3, 2, 1, go.
This one is tricky because
I'm from no age of consent here is age of consent is 12. Okay. All right then.
I do fall in the teen category. A lot of men
Okay,
are pervy
Liz.
and they love the whole fresh out of high school age play. They love it and I'm gonna profit off of it. But it does get to the point where it's a little bit too far. Like when you want me to perform like I'm under 18, I'm not gonna act like a 13-year-old schoolgirl. Like that's just not gonna happen.
When I was 18, 19, I loved the teen category because I was like, oh, people my age, this is right up my alley, this is perfect. It can be somewhat problematic just because there are people like that, but it's also not our responsibility to regulate if somebody's gonna be a creep.
But when people see teen or any of that within the porn space, immediately people go to sex trafficking. It's a little problematic because we're getting shoved again into that space of sex trafficking and teenagers and youngsters and, you know, which none of us want to touch any of that.
COVID has affected my job.
I think at first maybe, but nowadays, hell no. Y'all cool.
3, 2,
Look.
1, go.
He ain't even
I'm happy
wait.
COVID happened.
Yeah,
I'm
fuck
sorry.
it.
I had to say it. COVID has put so much money in my pocket that I have not seen since I've started out. And I think it was because everyone was just locked up in the house, not knowing what was going on in the world. And the next thing that they want was to be in the comfort of their fantasy girl. And I was that fantasy girl. That's why everyone hopped on the wave of OnlyFans.
True.
I even jumped back into webcamming.
True.
And my numbers skyrocketed.
It's weird, but people would rather see your laundry in the background than nice furniture and paintings, you know?
Yeah, that reality porn.
Because it's the realness of it. I think people really want realness. Polished porn, studio porn is going away.
When COVID hit, it affected me in like I wasn't going to set anymore. We had a complete like shutdown in the industry where nobody was filming. Some people started making a lot of money, but then like other people who were doing only mainstream, they were like, what are we gonna do now? You know, because they didn't have that. So I feel like I was lucky that I already had an established online presence.
Sexual assault is prevalent in the industry.
That is a fire question, and I'm curious to see how they respond to this. I'm super curious. I feel like it may not be a huge issue, but I feel like it does happen though.
3, 2, 1, go.
It's a hot topic in our industry because people want to be like, no, our industry is good. We want to protect each other. And there's such a big stigma against what we do as a job that we're almost afraid to speak up when something happens. How are we supposed to make people accept porn if they know that people are in the industry getting assaulted sometimes?
I work in an industry that's probably separate from these people. I work
Shit! My camera!
in more of the gay adult industry. So in my 20 plus years in the adult industry, I would say I have not seen a lot of that happen. Of course it happens, and it does happen more in the straight industry than it does in the gay industry, from my observation.
We do have certain companies that do have an entire checklist that you have to sign and go through with the girl, and you guys talk about things. But you have people who still break rules. You have assholes in this world. That's what they are.
I guess I'm the only one who would strongly agree, because I have encountered sexual assault numerous times on sets, but sometimes I just hold it in when those situations happen until like a female performer, she'll tell me like, oh, like I'm shooting with this person, like I'll give her the heads up. But as far as like coming out, I literally have to wait for a big name to speak up on a certain performer to say something. Because I know if I was to say something, no one would really believe me because I'm like the underdog. No one really has my back like that. I did a photo shoot. It was in a beautiful mansion with all these beautiful Instagram models, photographers everywhere. And I was getting ready to leave, and this photographer followed me to the bathroom. I didn't even know he was behind me, locked me in there, and some things happened. He's so well connected, I knew I could not speak out about it or say anything. I literally had to walk out of this bathroom with a smile on my face, put a mask on, and no one knew what I had to endure for those 20 minutes.
It's a power thing, and they know they can do that to you. By the way, I want to say I am so sorry that happened to you. It's just not okay.
You scarred her, like there's things you can't take back from set, from content, from anything.
People should pay.
That is terrible to hear, bro. That is actually sickening to hear. It's like what Grandpa was saying. It's a power thing, bro. Like they're so well connected that it don't matter what we do. You know what I mean? Like it's anyways, people should pay for porn. Chat, how you feel about this? Their work doesn't mean always yes. Facts. Exactly. How you feel about this though? People should pay for porn. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know. Oh, not a hug. I knew you was a free lord. JK. Favor one.
For porn. 3.
If yes,
2,
my eyes can't watch.
1,
GG.
go.
It's not a harmless thing to be stealing porn because there's a huge industry that's affected by it.
We're not legit in a lot of people's eyes. So on some level, they feel like they can take and steal our stuff because they just don't have compassion for us.
Y'all already got subscriptions.
They don't look at us as if we are actually running a business. We have to pay for everything you see in our porn. How do we pay for that? The only way we can get that money is by you participating in us creating that pornography.
We make a lot of people happy when they get that nut off, so y'all should pay us.
And
That's all I wanted to say.
And like you guys asked us earlier, this is art. So
right.
you've
It
paid
is.
for every piece of art. You paid for the clothing you have on. You pay for glasses. You pay for everything. So why not pay for porn?
Hey.
The work that it takes to do a video, I
Hey.
think you guys would be very surprised.
He's not
Also,
wrong.
I feel like you guys should pay for porn especially because you want it regulated.
We keep these things behind paywall
Yeah.
and behind like age restrictions to make it so the adult movies are for adults.
If you are a legit porn person, like we all are here, we don't make it accessible to children. Who's making it accessible to
YouTube
children?
creators make content. That's the thing, though, right? I don't think these YouTube paying them. Yeah, I know. But I think that's the system that YouTube created. I don't think various porn industries and sites have that, though. Again, I'm not a fucking porn porn expert or fucking star or anything, so I don't know. But the way that they're describing it, it seems like they don't have that sort of people watching simply gets you more money.
Are the people who are putting the free pornography on the internet?
I would be comfortable with my child following in my footsteps.
Ooh.
3, 2, 1, go.
Okay.
So I actually have a child, and not that he's asked me, hey Dad, can I get into porn? But that being said, if he chose to do it, I would say that I would try to steer him a different direction because it's not an easy industry to be in. I do think there's better
Malik knows
choices for
everything.
people to
Chill.
make, but I would not discourage him 100%.
I said agree, not specifically for filming mainstream porn. I was thinking more so the route of contactless porn, so like webcamming, phone sex operator, even content creator, somewhere where my child, our future child, doesn't have to have interaction with the consumer. As far as like in-person sex work, that will be a problem because I know what could possibly happen, and I don't even want my worst enemy to experience that, so I wouldn't want my child to experience that neither.
W.
It's a wrap.
Can we do a group hug?
Good stuff.
Yeah,
guys.
we did
stuff.
good.
You
We
really
did
got
good.
great representation of the industry.
For
Right
real.
on.
We did an amazing job.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
guys.
Hey, chat. I don't know, dude. I feel like I'm trying to navigate my words here. I feel like these people are good representations of what the porn industry can be like. But there's a part of me that feels like a lot of people in that industry are not good. But, it's absolutely telling that the person on the panel to say, yes, I have encountered sexual assault in the industry is the one black woman up there. And that she knew she wouldn't be heard and believed speaks volumes too. The guy who cried about his girlfriend knew too. He's seen the repercussions. Sometimes I despair on this world so much. Yikes, dog. It's terrible, the type of shit that probably happens behind closed doors. Yeah, not all people are good. I mean, that goes for everything. Like, there are people in the police force that are good and that are bad. There are YouTube creators that are good and that are bad. That's just kind of the way of the world, right? Like everything you find, there are gonna be shitty people. There are gonna be people that are pieces of shit, that are assholes, that are abusers, that are just terrible people. Jake Paul first. Hey, listen, I'm not saying shit, bro. I don't know nothing about nothing. Alright?